in 2007 with the SCGD, the Society for Environmental Graphic Designers, to actually define what makes signs green. Because signage is limited by the materials that we can use. We can't use what's traditionally used in green buildings, such as bamboo or sustainably harvested woods, because they don't meet the fire code ratings, nor can you use ADA with them. So we had to start thinking differently and strategically on how can we go about making signs that will still complement the green goals of facilities. So what we determined, we set it out and looked at it, and we realized that the main goal behind any green standard or any green initiative is to keep things in the life cycle longer. And our quote internally is the longer in the life cycle, the less in the waste cycle. And what that means is the longer we can keep the sign on the wall, the less time it's going to spend in the landfill. Because we know that once it ends up there, that's where it's going to stay. So what we started looking at was modularity. And you can see by some of these signs here, or even these, there's different components to the sign, so that when something should change, for example, this piece changes, it's no longer the meeting schedule. This is actually a great example because it's also just a piece of paper inside. You just pop off the plastic lens, put in a new piece of paper with the updated information, and put it back onto the wall. Or, in this case, if this college were to change names tomorrow, and now it's the College of Science, you would just have to replace this one piece instead of replacing an entire sign. So it minimizes the waste that does get contributed to the landfill and to the waste cycle. Additionally, because each of the individual parts are made from different materials, for example, this one is aluminum, we would actually be able to take it apart and put it into the recycling process properly, so that you're not mixing plastics and aluminum all into one recycling bin. As I'm sure you've seen here at Greenbuild, that's pretty important. The other features that we have are actually some recycled content signs, which is what I want to show you as a design student. Right this way. These are actually made from 3Form's Variant product, which is the 40% recycled acrylic. We know that acrylic is notoriously difficult to recycle, so it is just post-industrial. But for now, having an acrylic that we can use that can get the ADA and the tactile lettering in it, it's actually very beneficial that we can find something that at least has a little bit of that content in it. And then you see we do combine them in the modular way as well, so that little pieces can be taken apart and replaced. For more information, please feel free to visit us at www.asisignage.com.